Thanks Strong for sponsoring this video. This is the greatest steak seasoner I ever came across. Now if you're like me, you're probably thinking, what in the world is it? Because I thought the same thing. I had no idea this was gonna change my steak game forever. But when we dig deep on how it's made, it actually makes sense. And here's why. You see, everything starts off with butter. Good quality butter. The best one you can get your hands on. Now when you melt butter, something really interesting happens. The milk solids separates from the fat. As we all know, butter is mainly fat. However, there's still milk solids here. Believe it or not, that is what makes a steak taste incredible. What you're really trying to achieve is to leave those milk solids behind on the steak, making it taste better. You gotta be real careful though, because butter burns. If you go over 350 degrees Fahrenheit for a while, this will become black. So you want to push it as much as you can, but not burn it. This takes some practice, believe me. Now when you're done, you want to go ahead and strain the whole thing. Now pay attention to the liquid. It is brown and exactly what you want. However, the milk solids are left behind on the top. As in the end, you are left with something like this. It almost looks like coffee grounds, but if I spread it on a plate and put a micro lens, you can clearly see that it has a dark golden brown color, which is what you are looking for. Now this is delicious. However, the yield is very little, so you would have to waste a lot of butter in order to have a good amount for a steak seasoning. But I figured out a good hack, and that would be this. Nido, also known as milk powder. And if you ever tasted this by itself, it is really good. But we can make it even better for steak seasoning. Now the process is quite simple, let me show you. You first start melting some butter. As soon as it's completely melted, go ahead and add the milk powder. For me, about 2 tablespoons is good enough. Now we're gonna do the same exact process as previously, browning this butter and making it taste incredible. Just make sure not to burn it, as this will have an incredible flavor. And since the butter was completely absorbed, you don't even need to filter it out. This is something you should definitely experience. But I think I got even a better version. It starts the same exact way. After melting some butter, I went ahead and added this specific chili mix. It's called gochugaru, Korean chili flakes. I've tried with others and it is not the same. As soon as you have infused the whole thing, go ahead and add the milk powder. Mix that in real good and let it become nice and brown. The interesting thing is that as you're doing it, you can also taste it. You don't want to ruin any batch, because in the end, the results is this. If you are a steak lover, I can guarantee you will love this, especially if you like things a little bit more spicy. And to prove it, I'll show you right now, because I went ahead and grabbed some regular steaks. These are choice grade ribeyes, 1 inch thick and just perfect. I seasoned them exactly as I normally would. A generous amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. Now that they're ready, the only thing left to do is to grill them. But we all know we can't have steaks by itself. So I decided to go ahead and make a simple and quick side dish. This will pair perfect with some steaks. And here's how to do it. You first want to boil some potatoes. Notice that they're not that large, and it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Once that's done, cut them right in half and turn them into a little cup. Now we need a flavorful mix to go inside. So into a bowl I threw in some chorizo, followed by garlic, cilantro, scallions, and a tiny bit of salt. Mix that up real good and it was ready. As now you want to go ahead and fill up these cups. The fattiness of the sausage will melt into the potato, making them taste incredible. As right before going into the oven, I threw in some cheese on top. Now throw that in and let it cook. At 350 degrees Fahrenheit, it will take 10 minutes. Once the cheese is fully melted and the sausage is cooked, you want to plate them up and right on top add some chili oil. Finish it up with some green onions, and that is today's side dish. It's that simple, and believe me when I tell you, it's gonna be perfect with some steaks. Talking about that, the only thing left to do is to go ahead and cook them. First, I'll be putting a nice wonderful sear. Then I'll cook them in indirect heat. As now I say, it is enough talking and it is time to grill, so let's do it. Before moving forward, I want to thank today's sponsor, Strong. Hunters, fishermen, adventurers, it is time to gear up for outdoor season. Whether you're breaking down big game or prepping fish by the campsite, you will need knives that can handle the elements. That is exactly why Strong created the Night Shark series. Ultra durable tools engineered specifically for fishermen, butchers, hunters, and off-grid cooks. This handle is ultra grippy, especially when working in wet, bloody, and messy conditions. Slip-proof, waterproof, and rust-proof, and the titanium-coated blade is razor sharp and built to take a beating. From the rugged texture handle to the cryogenically treated high-carbon steel blade, the Night Shark is a force to be reckoned with. It's your ultimate tool for any situation. Designed for the modern individual, these knives are as versatile as they are stylish. Out of the entire collection, these are the three I'm loving right now. The 10-inch butcher knife for breaking down whole animals and huge cuts, the 5-inch fillet knife for fishing trip and seafood prep at home, and the 8-inch chef's knife, the all-purpose everyday workhorse. So if you want indestructible, field-tested tools for your adventure, check out the Night Shark series at Strong. Thanks Strong for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right back to it. All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful steak with a nice side dish. What do you guys think, gentlemen?
I don't know about beautiful steaks, Guga. It looks like a little something crazy on top of that.
It's like ground beef.
Yes, it does look like ground beef. That is not it, even though it looks very similar to it. But enough talking. We got a lot to try. Let's give it a go right now. Dig in right here. All right, let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh man.
Oh wow.
That's nice.
Normally we used to like New York strip around here, but this ribeye is perfect. Tender, soft, beefy as all hell. This is a nice steak.
Sometimes the steak is so good that it doesn't even need an improvement, everybody. This is how good this one is. However, I have a feeling something's gonna happen with this one right here. Let's find out right now. Please dig in.
It smells delicious, but I don't know what the frick it is, man.
It's hard to distinguish.
It's like a pie crust.
Yeah, oh, good one, good one. Well, let's give it a try, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
I now want to say that it's kind of like a cookie dough or something. It's weird.
That don't sound good.
But no, because
it's not like a cookie dough at all.
Like, it's not sweet like a cookie dough would be, but it's sweet a little bit, you know? Like, it's got like something.
It's interesting because the texture completely threw me off. I thought it was gonna be crumbly like ground beef, but no, it's more like a dust. It's very soft and brittle. As soon as you touch it, it like completely turns to powder in your mouth, and it gives this steak a very different flavor.
It seems like it's gonna be crunchy when you take a bite on it, but not at all. It's extremely brittle and very, very, very fine.
Is that like Wagyu? It's not Wagyu, but it feels like it's very, very fatty.
It does?
Yeah.
Wow. This is a huge success for me. What do you guys think?
I like it.
No, it's delicious.
That is phenomenal. I cannot wait to try the second one, okay? But first, let's give it a try to this side dish right here. One of the easiest and simplest side dish to make. Everybody, you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's give it a try. Cheers.
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 Oh, wow.
That was a juicy potato.
When you combine potato and meat together, it's on a whole nother level, everybody. A whole nother level.
I thought it was gonna be like crunchy, almost like a chip, but this is soft and tender. It's very juicy on the inside. A little bit of cheese is a nice touch. This is good.
You all right?
This is spicy, boy.
By the way, it's chorizo inside the potato. Very simple and easy to make. Delicious. Be creative. Add whatever you want. Ground beef, lamb, even chicken.
Damn, that chili oil is spicy, bro.
Good. You got to be ready for the second one. Are you ready?
Why is it like red?
I wonder why.
My mouth is on fire right now. I can't handle more spice right now, Guga.
All right, let's give it a go. Please dig in. Let's see. Let's give it a try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Not that spicy.
But it imparts such a nice flavor on the steak. I love the garlic notes that you get on this one. You can smell it, but when it's actually in your mouth, the flavor is delicious. Pairs so beautifully with beef like we all know, but it is freaking delicious.
Yeah, on this one, I'm not feeling so much the heat as the side dish, but I still feel that kind of like an extra richness going on.
Which one you guys like better, the first one or the second one?
Second one for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm going with the second
So
one.
much more flavor. By the way, this is just the milk solids of butter. That's why it's so buttery. Highly recommend giving this a try, everybody. It tastes phenomenal. Do either one. If you don't like garlic or if you don't want anything spicy, this is definitely worth doing it just as it is right there. It is phenomenal. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.